Bye.
Eric's in control of my life now, so R.I.P. to me.
It's finally happened.
Welcome to our channel today. Feeling a little Linda-esque from Bob's Burgers.
Great.
We are doing one
Maile
of
and
our
Eric, welcome to the channel.
health journey update videos. I love doing these videos because we just sit and talk about random crap and act like fools. So buckle up, strap in, whatever the expression is. I don't know.
Both of those are expressions, so.
You're like leaning on me very severely.
I love you.
And it's like stressing out my back a little bit. Could you? Yeah, there you go. Well, now you just went right back to, okay. Anyway, so it's been a while since we filmed one of these. And I will say, I was thinking about this. We're almost to the end of the year, the holiday season. And I think this has been probably our most consistent, healthy year that we've ever had. Like, I feel like we are finally at the place where, for the most part, we are pretty healthy mindset. Like, I feel like our lifestyle is pretty healthy. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's been such a win for us this year.
Yep.
And I'll say that although I have been fighting this entire year the mindset of actively trying to lose weight versus throwing that out the window and just trying to be a healthy person, like, I feel like that's where my conflict has been. Like, my conflict has been those two things, and being in one of the two mindsets at different times and having those like clash together. Like, that's been my biggest struggle this year, I think, is trying to decide what I'm in this for and why I'm doing it and what actually matters about it to me.
Yeah. And
when I step back, I've actually had kind of an epiphany lately that I've had this epiphany many times in my life, so I should probably listen to it, and just like stop trying to calculate my weight every single day of my life. But like, it's not about the weight. It shouldn't ever be about the weight, because what I look like as a person is just like the way it is. Like, it should be this neutral zone. Like, it should just be this thing that is. And the things I should be trying to work toward are being healthy, eating good things for my body, working out, making myself feel good. And I've been slam dunking that crap. Yeah. And that has been reflected in my weight. I've been tracking my measurements. I've been tracking my weight. And really, it's for this experiment we're going to talk about in just a second. But I need to stop with the warring mindsets and just decide that the mindset I'm focused on is what we've been really good at this year, which is making healthy choices, living a pretty healthy lifestyle, not being super stringent, still having parties and eating whatever the heck we want, having fun with our friends, going out to dinner with friends, like not being so hardcore, but also trying to, for the most part, make good choices. Like, I feel like we've really done good at that this year and been pretty darn consistent with it. Yeah. I eat too much ice cream still, for sure, but everybody's got to have ice cream every now and again, So all that to say, that's where my mind has been. I know that's kind of like a random like bleh, word vomit of what my brain's doing. But before we get into our specifics of what we've been trying recently, because that's the shtick of this whole video series that we film, is we like to try different stuff. Like, we're always in the healthy mindset and trying to eat well and exercise, but we like to switch it up. We like to try new things. We like to experiment. And we've been doing a really fun experiment this past couple months. But how is your head? Like, where's your head at now that we're approaching the end of the year? And where's your mindset? Since I talked about mine.
my headspace is good. I've kind of hit a routine and a cadence that I'm comfortable with, where, I'm lifting weights, like I'm lifting very heavy and trying to build muscle and lose fat simultaneously, but kind of shift my mindset more towards building muscle right now, like getting stronger. And then down the road, if I want to do like a severe cut and try to cut a lot of body fat, I can do that then. But right now I'm just focused on building the muscle. So, I have my standard breakfast, standard lunch, and then for dinner we kind of switch things up. But no, it's good. I've started working out here and there with a friend, which is fun and enjoyable to do.
The friend's not me.
No. We tried working out together.
It didn't work.
We don't work out together anymore. But so that's been fun to have someone else come over and lift in the garage and hang out and things like that. And I'm just kind of riding that wave.
Yeah.
Not thinking about it too much.
So the last video we did, we talked about our plan of focusing on 3 things. Being in a calorie deficit, not a dangerous calorie deficit, but like a really small calorie deficit. So just about what, 10 or 15% less than what the daily recommended value is. So eating plenty of calories still, but trying to stick to where we're always in a deficit. Working out by strength training, weightlifting, and eating as much protein as possible. So we've been doing that for the past, ever since we filmed that last video. We haven't stopped because it's really freaking worked for us. I will say, since we started doing that, I have had more energy than anything else that we've tried. It's been much easier to stay on top of and to track without becoming obsessive about it. It's felt easy. It's just felt very lifestyle-esque, not like a diet or anything like that. It's just felt like, oh, this is like achievable and doable and totally workable. And we actually see results. We've both lost weight from that since the last time we filmed the video. I don't want to talk about that in videos anymore. Like, I don't want to say like I've lost 20 pounds or whatever, just because I'm trying really hard to make it not about that. Because another thing, when you are eating in a calorie deficit, but just barely, and when you're doing a lot of strength training, you're burning fat, yes, but you're also gaining muscle. And so the weight has been a frustrating part for me because it fluctuates pretty frequently. So there are some days when I'm really happy with the trajectory of the pound lossage, and some days where it goes back up totally unexplainably and it gets frustrating. So I'm trying very hard not to focus on that, so we're not going to tell you how much we've lost.
I will say the big milestone that I've hit since we recorded the last video is I bought a big pack of XL shirts instead of 2XL, so down a shirt size, which is
doing
exciting.
Really great.
So,
So we're paying closer attention to the changes in our body. Mostly for me, the biggest change has not been my weight. It's not been my inches. It's been the way that I feel.
Yeah.
Since we've been doing this, and I think we're going to continue doing this for a really long time because it freaking works, I have felt so much more energy. I'm in a show right now, and typically when I'm in a show, I am exhausted. It sucks all my life out of me. Like, my life is the show, and I really can't function outside of that. I'm super tired in the mornings. I'm super tired in the evenings. Like, I just have very low energy because all my energy is being pushed into the show. And when I'm not at rehearsal, I'm just dead. But I have not felt like that at all during this process. I haven't felt sore either, which is another thing, because I am dancing harder than I've danced since my senior year high school dance competition. The fact that I haven't been sore because I've been so physically active with strength training and consistent with that, and I've been eating pretty well and having much more protein than I'm used to having, it's kept my energy level up. So that's what I'm focusing on, and that is a huge thing to me, because I'm typically a pretty tired person. Like, I am a cat. I could sleep for like 15 hours a day and be so happy. But I've really felt a lot of energy. Have you noticed a difference in your energy, like stuff besides like the physical? Your energy or whatever?
I mean, I will say probably I've had a bit more energy, and I'm a bit less like just lounge around and do nothing, and I find myself being more productive because I have those energy levels and kind of that structure in my day of like, this is the time I eat, this is the time I lift weights, and so it's a lot less nebulous than it is a lot of times. So, yeah. So
all that to say, it's been a good year for us health-wise. We've really found a routine that we feel is livable, that is just kind of a nice lifestyle change, and we've really been loving it. We see ourselves doing this for a long time because it just works. We feel more energy. We've seen some results in inches and in pounds. So it's all really great. Like, we are really enjoying this process. We started, let's see, probably 20 days ago doing something that I am going to tell you the reason we did it, but because of my mindset shift, the purpose has shifted a little bit as well of this challenge. But here's full honesty, you guys, okay? So just be vulnerable with me in this moment, okay? I hit a little bit before the 30-day mark of opening this show that I'm in. This show is insane. We are dancing so much. I think I have 8 or 9 costume changes in this entire show. It's a very physically demanding show. And about 30 days before opening, which at now, opening is like 8 days away, at the time we're filming this, I was feeling very self-conscious. I was feeling not confident at all in the way that my body looked, especially worrying about all my costumes. I haven't been on stage in a show in years, honestly, which is crazy to say because that's my whole life pretty much. But we, you know, moved away and took a break from everything, and I'm so excited to be back in it. But I haven't had to worry about things like costumes fitting and feeling confident and okay wearing them in a really long time. And so I kind of had a panic and was like, Eric, I have basically 30 days till I open this show and have to wear all these costumes. I need my body to not be my body how it is because I don't feel good right now. So what can we do? So we started this challenge with that mindset in mind, which I will say, looking back, was not the healthiest place to be. And I have since accepted myself and moved on and just gotten to a healthier mindset about it all and feel fine in my costumes, and it is what it is and whatnot. But it led us to this very fun challenge of basically Eric being in charge of me and taking away all my sense of autonomy, telling me what to do, being my coach.
I became her personal trainer. Like, let's not overstate what is going on. Like, basically, I reworked her exercise plan and gave her a bit more guidance on how she should be eating and what she should be eating.
So, if you don't know, I started weightlifting about 3 months ago at this point.
Maybe longer.
Maybe even longer. I filmed a video where I took you through the entire start, the first 8 weeks of my weightlifting journey. I'll link it up here. You should definitely go watch it because it transformed my life. And I really like strength training, and I have been successfully working out 3 to 4 times a week since then. I mean, I have not quit, and I don't see myself quitting. We have a whole gym set up in our garage, which we're very privileged to have, and that makes it a lot easier. So I had been really tiptoeing into weightlifting.
Yeah.
I had been learning it, taking it super slow, just like living my best life, lifting like 5 to 10 pounds, maybe 15 if I was feeling really great. And Eric was like, if you want to go hardcore, then we need to change some stuff up. So we struck a deal that I would listen to him and I would let him control my workouts and tell me what to do, because if you don't know, Eric is actually a certified trainer.
Not current. I was at a time. I haven't like renewed or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But anyway, he's taking courses. He knows a lot about strength training and just has strength trained for 10, 20 years at this point. Just knows what he's freaking talking about, okay? So he was like, if you will agree to let me control your workouts and push you, then I will help you. I will load all your weights for you. I will keep you motivated to work out. And so we came up with this plan where I'm working out 4 times per week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We do upper body one day, legs the next day, rest, upper body again, legs again. So we're working out the full body twice in a week. And I lift really freaking heavy weights, and I do very low rep counts. I basically go to failure.
So what you were doing was 10 to 12 reps for 3 sets.
Yeah.
And you know, it was
so fun those days.
It was so the intention
easy.
Was
I barely sweat.
You were doing a beginner's program to like learn the movements, get your
learn
form
how
right,
to weightlift,
stuff
exactly.
like that. And so we switched it to, the goal is now 4 to 6 reps, but we always go to failure. And if you can do 7 reps, we add weight for the next set so that ideally you get back down below 6. And if you for some reason can't even do 4 reps, then we drop the weight for the next set. And that's just how we live. And I have her weights written down, and so every time we go out there and work out, we load up the weights. She goes. If she hits 7, it's like, great, we'll increase the weight.
It is brutal. Brutal. I mean, it's so fun to go out there with Eric and be able to spend time together. It's really freaking nice that I don't have to load any of my weights. I'm spoiled.
Next week you're going to have to.
No, I'm not.
I'm out of town.
I'll just take a week off of working out. It's fine.
No, she's not.
What are you talking about? I deserve a break.
No, you
anyway, I very much like strength training because I get to take breaks. It's not like cardio just makes you feel like you're gonna die at all times, and I don't like that. Strength training is much chiller.
Let's be real about why you love strength training.
I don't have to wear a bra. I don't have to wear
She wears her
tennis
pajamas
shoes.
and sandals.
It's so nice. The actual act of lifting the weights, I don't love. Like, I'll be honest, like that, I do not like that. I do not look forward to the physical exertion, but I love the feeling after I've accomplished
and we're working on
a workout. We're working on
the mindset
finding self-love
during the exercise.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Appreciating the power and things like that.
But. And I will say, like, Eric and I have had many a conversation through this process. Many a conversation. Because Eric and I are extreme opposites, except that we are both very stubborn, want to be leaders, like want to be in charge, like want that control. And so having to like surrender to him and his expertise has been challenging.
Well, and the way that we communicate in that regard is also very different because like, you know, I learned to strength train in football, and that's kind of the mindset and the vocabulary that I learned and utilize is, you know, very much like a coach of like, okay, yeah, do one more, like just very, I think is very neutral and matter of fact.
No, it is all business, like cut the crap, like get to it. And I'm like, no, I need to be coddled like a little injured baby bird that's fallen out of its tree and lost its mother. Like, you need to talk to me in a low voice, no sudden movements. Give me all the sympathy you have in the entire world. Like, I need you to coddle me.
Like the first time you were working out and I said, okay, come on, give me one more rep. And I said it like that. And she was like, wow, you are being so aggressive. I was like, what are you talking about?
Like many times I turn to him and I'm like, okay, you need to take it down a notch. And then I'll look at him and be like, whisper. I need you to whisper what you're saying. So the dynamic of the two of us doing this has for sure been a struggle.
Yep.
I think we've finally gotten to a place where we have fun, we tease each other. Like, it's pretty nice for the most part. We do have knockdown dragouts every once in a while, and those are not fun. But I have been very pleasantly surprised at the amount of weight that I can lift, about how strong my body is. I thought that after I switched to this more aggressive plan, that I would just feel dead. My body would be so sore. I would be miserable, feeling awful. I haven't. I felt lots of energy. I have not felt sore hardly at all. It's been great. It's been really good. And I've been very impressed with myself at how much weight I can lift in a short amount of time. Like, we've been doing this for 3 weeks now. And I was deadlifting maybe 15 pounds on the tempo, like nothing. And I mean, if you deadlift 15 pounds, good job, that's 15 pounds. But to me, now that I've deadlifted the amount I can deadlift, I've been like, 15 pounds, that was nothing. I thought that was hard. How was that hard? Now I deadlift what? 80 pounds? I'm almost to 100 pounds. That's crazy. Yeah. Eric deadlifts like 300 pounds, but...
Well, that was actually something that you had to we had to talk through and think through is the comparison thing. And like, you would come out there and see me lifting and get discouraged because I lift so much more than you.
Yeah.
But because I've been doing it for decades and like, so.
Overall, it's been super fun. And when it's not been fun, it's still been good for me. That's what we've been doing. That's been the plan. It's going good. And my costumes fit me, so that's all that matters. Okay, well, on that weird note, what do they need to remember to do, Scrimpy?
Go to another video, just be done and go continue
that's not what they
watching
need to do.
Videos, maybe another channel, maybe something different. Subscribe
to our channel. You ding nut.
Go check out the Geek Pantheon channel for all your D&D needs.
Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.